far behind. Nice. Who else? Pop him. I don't think so, honey. Who else? Where are you at? Took him out. Good stuff. Good job, Deacon. Did Deacon just change his outfit again? Good gosh, his hair is back. That's good. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool that Deacon, you know, disguises himself constantly. Oh, and now his hair is gone. How do you do that? How in the world are you? Oh my gosh, Deacon. Did you guys see that? How do you do that? That is amazing. That is an amazing gift. I don't even know. I don't even know. Can you at least keep your hair? Because your hair is just really awesome. Oh my gosh. That is going to freak me out, man. Dude. Deacon. I don't even. You're like... I don't even know what to say about that, but whatever. I love you anyway. Better ammo capacity and reload speed. That's really good for a shotgun, I think. Ooh, Codsworth idolizes you. Preston liked that. Dance loved that. Ooh, Codsworth loved that. Idolizes. I think that means Codsworth actually hit the maximum.
Codsworth.
May I accompany you, sir?
Sure.
Yes,
come with me
Codsworth,
for now.
Of course.
Splendid.
I'm really liking Gabriel's intelligent look. I sort of gave him his as close as I could get to his professor or teacher days. The look that he has for
Most
his teacher
people are good at
days.
breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
Codsworth, did you want to talk to me about anything in particular?
I might bend your ear for a moment.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Go right ahead.
So gracious, sir. I do appreciate it. I've always had such admiration for you and your family, ever since the day my visual senses were first switched on. You and the missus, so good with young Sean, and so trusting of me to look after such a newborn bundle of joy. It just warms my nuclear core. So you can imagine the distress I felt when the bombs fell, after you fled to the vault. I searched, but found no evidence of your death. I could only hope you all made it in time. And when you returned, I was overjoyed. I ran
thanks,
a
buddy.
diagnostic scan just to make sure I wasn't malfunctioning. But the news... The news of the missus and Sean. Believe me when I say it takes a true hero to live through that.
Aww. Thanks, buddy. Aww. This is why you're part of our family, Codsworth.
You think I'm a hero? I'm far from it.
Don't sell yourself short, sir. In such a bleak world as this, think of all you've witnessed and all you've done. In my 200 years, I've seen it tear good men and women apart. But you, sir, you have remained the very model of what humanity should aspire to be.
Wow. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Too long alone. That means a lot. I don't know what to say, buddy. Except for thank you, I guess. Thanks.
I didn't realize you felt that way, Codsworth. I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything, sir. I just felt you should know what you've come to mean to me. I truly believe
Aww.
if the Commonwealth is to turn itself around, you're the one to do it. Now, not another word. I stand firm in my belief. Let's get back to it.
Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, Codsworth, I want to give you a big hug. Oh, and you and your cute little bowler hat. Having reached the highest level affinity with Codsworth, you've gained the Robot Sympathy perk. Oh, that's amazing. My first... Guys, look, it's my first max affinity... perk. I mean, it makes sense that it... Makes sense that I got it from Codsworth. Oh, achievement unlocked.
Codsworth.
Lovable.
Another is already in the works.
Thank you, Cods. You didn't have to do that. What do you think of our relationship?
Couldn't be better, sir. Taking down the villains of the Commonwealth, helping the less fortunate. What? It's really been quite the adventure.
I'm so happy that you're with me on this adventure, buddy.
Our relationship.
Sir? Why, it couldn't be better. It only worries me that you feel the need to ask.
I'm just playing around,
Nothing else for
buddy.
All right, then.
Oh, I'm really liking Gabe's teacher look. He's so handsome. My gosh, if I had a teacher like that when I was younger. Oh, if I even. But no, really, like I just spent the last half an hour modifying my weapons in front of Codsworth and Dance and Preston, and they all get boosted up when that happens. So, oh gosh, it's really foggy. It's really foggy. Where's... I think I'm gonna have to ring the bell to find Preston. Because I think Preston wanted to talk to me too.
Yes?
See if I can find which way Preston went. There's everybody's going there. Preston!
Anything I can
Where are
do?
you at, buddy?
You just say the word.
Preston!
What do you need?
Huh?
Preston, I know you wanted to talk to me too.
Shag is getting a well-placed kick, if you get my meaning.
I know this may sound
There
like
you are,
this,
Preston.
but you give yourself credit sometimes. You really are one of the good guys.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Preston. I already know you think so.
I know, but I don't know if you really get it. How unusual you are. Since we met,
Really?
I think you know I've really come to respect you, both as a leader and as a friend. Most people are just out for themselves, one way or another. Even the good ones. But you're different. You really care about other people, even when it isn't convenient or even safe. I've seen you risk your life more than once to help people, just because it was the right thing to do. I just wanted you to know that, well, that it matters. That you're making a difference.
Preston? Oh, look at that, guys. Oh. So, oh gosh, we already flirted with Dance, but nothing was really made official. Nothing was really made official, but oh gosh. I feel like oh gosh, I'm holding you out there. Sorry about that. It's the Forrester syndrome again, Preston. Here, I'll pause. I feel like what's going through Gabriel's mind right now is I think that he really likes Preston a lot. Well, obviously he likes Preston a lot as a person, and I think that he's keeping his options open because he expressed to Dance how he felt. He told Dance that he was interested. Dance said that he needed some time to think about it, and but nothing, like I said, is set in stone yet. And now that he's talking to Preston, and Preston is like opening his heart up to Gabe. I mean, Gabe likes Preston too, because think about it. Preston was basically the very first. He basically was the first human, I guess, friendly human that he met since he left the vault. His adventure after meeting Codsworth, of course, his adventure really began, and of course, Dogmeat. I'm sorry, but after meeting Dogmeat and Codsworth, his adventure in terms of, meeting up with humanity really started with Preston. And I think of all of the possible romanceable people in this game, at least guys, and I explained to you why I think Preston is, I'm sorry, why Gabe is right now in a time of his life where he's really more interested in pursuing, if he's going to pursue anything and move on. I explained why he's in the mindset, in the mentality of only pursuing men at the moment. And of all of the guys that is available to be romanceable in this game, Preston is the one I think that is the most similar to Gabe in personality, because Preston is, he's just an all-around nice guy. Preston is out for his good, he's out to do good in the world, and he wants to serve his fellow man. And Preston is just such he's just a nice guy, very sweet but very strong and very determined. And he has he has a goal. He's got what he believes is his destiny, and Gabriel really admires that a lot. So there's definitely something special. There is a special bond, I think, that's been forming between Gabriel and Preston, even if Preston hasn't gone out with him all the time. I'd like to believe in my head, guys, that in between adventures, Gabe comes back to, goes back to Sanctuary Hills and chills for a bit, talks with his fellow comrades, and, fixes up Sanctuary, builds up Sanctuary, and then he goes out and travels with some companions. So I'd like to believe that off camera, Gabe goes around and, he gets to know all of his people and manages to form a rapport for him. And it probably even happens a lot quicker for him because he's such a charismatic guy and because he's such a social person. It just comes natural for him. So that's how I'm sort of explaining why it's very well possible that these strong bonds can form in such a short time. I don't think that he's necessarily rushing into things. I think that he's spent a lot of time mourning the death of his wife, Nora, but I know that he believes that Nora, and probably I would think Piper would have probably said something to him, because I think, like I said, Piper, yes, she's been sistermanced, but I think that Piper definitely has become BFFs with Gabe, and I think she likes that. And I feel like Gabe off camera has confided in Piper about his wife, and I believe that Piper has been one of the main people that has helped him through to get over his wife and get him to a point where he can, of course, maintain the memory of Nora and how much she meant to him, because she was the one who helped him become who he is now. He helped him become a better person and become this wastelander that, everyone around him seems to like and admire, including Preston and Dance and Piper and all those other people. So I think that Gabriel has finally reached the point where he knows that Nora would want him to move on, and he's ready to move on. And, he took the very big step with Paladin Dance, and now he's forming this bond with Preston. But at the same time, there's a lot of reasons why Gabe might want to go after Dance too, because they've got a lot in common as well. Like, Dance is a military man, and Gabriel joined the military as well. I mean, the Brotherhood of Steel is essentially like a military organization. So they have that common ground. He also knew that Dance had a deep loss in a very good male friend of his, who it's sort of I'm not really sure if it's implied that maybe perhaps that was open for interpretation in terms of maybe there was something deeper in Dance's relationship with this other guy. I don't know. You can decide for yourself how to interpret that. But they have that in common, where Gabe lost his wife, of course, lost Nora, whom he really, really cares about. And, he could tell that Dance was it really deeply affected him. and he's still dealing with Dance is still dealing with it to this day, just like Gabe is still, dealing with the loss of his wife and of course the loss of his son as well. So there are very good reasons for both candidates, for both Preston and for Dance at the moment, and it makes perfect sense that Gabe would be interested in both of them. So he's just gonna, like I said, keep his options open and see where it takes them.
If any of that's true, a lot of it is because of you, Preston. You've shown me how to be a better person.
Oh, thanks. That means a lot coming from you. Really.
Okay.
All right. Enough chit chat, huh?
Preston looked very awkward. That was a little different than Dance.
Nothing in between.
That was a little different from with Dance. Hey,
Excuse me.
Preston.
Is there something you need?
How are you feeling?
How are you feeling?
I'm glad to have the chance to return the favor. After all the help you gave me. Just let me know if there's anything else you need.
I wanted to know if there's anything else that you want to talk
Come with
about.
me. I need your help.
I'm with you, General.
Mr. Garvey, I'm sure you will take good care of my master. Good day to you both.
Take care, Codsworth.
Sanctuary Hills. Preston.
Hey.
Go
Mr.
ahead.
Gravy.
Hey there.
I'm at your service, General.
How are you feeling about things?
Honor and compassion are in short supply these days. But I can tell you've got both.
Thanks, pal.
Well, what do you think about our relationship?
Hey.
You know how to handle yourself. I'll give you that.
How do you feel about our relationship?
Feels good to be out helping people, to be making a difference. The Commonwealth is in your debt.
All right.
That's all for now.
Okay.
Wow. I'm excited. I'm excited. Do my perks stay with me? I'm not sure if... Or maybe the robot... Oh, I still have... That's cool. So even if I don't have Codsworth with me, that's cool. The perk remains with you. So there really is a benefit to trying to befriend all of your companions, because you get to keep the perks even when they're not with you. Thanks to your relationship with Codsworth, you receive plus 10 damage resistance against robot energy weapons. Very cool. Thank you, buddy. I'm gonna try my best to make it so that everybody is friends with Gabriel. All right, I'm gonna set out. The next thing I'm gonna do is we are going to... I have to call everybody around because I need to go find... I don't know where Deacon went. We're going to tie up some loose ends with the Diamond City people, because several people in Diamond City asked us to run some errands for them, and I wanted to take care of that. The other thing that I did, check out Kate. Kate and Deacon. Oh my gosh, they look like they're on their way out on the town. I decided to give our companions, a little bit of a wardrobe change because they deserve it. I thought that Piper looks awesome in that dress, that sequin dress. I wasn't talking to you, Marcy.
Leave me alone.
Marcy, are you always going to be mean to me?
Want me back on deck, huh? I got to admit, things have been pretty quiet without you.
All right, well let's paint the town red. What's
Anything
new?
new?
I'd prefer to leave the latest gossip and fashion tips for the others. Tom's quiz on how to find your ideal mate, I especially recommend.
Deacon, you are such a flirt. Why aren't you... This is shocking to me. I don't know why Deacon isn't romanceable. He is such a blatant flirt. He's totally coming on to Gabriel, but you can't romance the guy. I don't understand.
Anything new?
I'd prefer to leave the latest gossip and fashion tips for the others.
Look at him. He's undressing him with his eyes right now. Deacon is totally undressing Gabe with his eyes.
Let's go then.
I'm all ready to go.
I can see right through his shades there. Oh my gosh, Deacon. Why, Deacon? Why Bethesda? Why isn't Deacon romanceable?
Be a part of something is
You really look stunning in that dress, girl. Work it, work it.
Someday, super mutants
Don't care
kill
much for that neighbor.
everything.
That place, it's nothing but trouble.
Hold on there, buddy. All right, everybody break. Meeting's over. Meeting's over. Hey, McCready.
I'm sorry.
How you doing?
I wouldn't be very good company right now.
I almost thought you forgot about me.
I'd never forget you, McCready. I'd never.
Actually, I'll be back later.
All right, suit yourself. It's not like I have Anything else to do?
What's going on?
If you have the time to talk now, I'd still like to know what you think about Scribe Halen.
Halen?
Look at the two of us
Oh.
here in Sanctuary.
Is there something wrong?
Scribe Halen? Why? Is something wrong with her?
No, not at all. Halen's doing well. I simply wanted to talk to you about her, but I wanted to know what you thought of her first.
I actually think very highly of her.
She's as dedicated as they come. Real team player.
I couldn't agree more. But I wasn't looking for an evaluation of her performance as a scribe. I wanted to know what you thought of Halen as a person.
Oh, that's really sweet. What's this about?
This isn't like you, Dance. Are you gonna tell me what this is all about?
I suppose I'm beating around the bush because I don't normally find these discussions easy to handle. I'll try and get right to the point. The truth is, I'm worried about her.
Really?
Since you and I are getting along so well, I felt like I could confide in you about it.
Aww.
Get your honest opinion.
Aww, Dance. Aww. I appreciate that.
I appreciate that you value my opinion so highly. Tell me what's on your mind.
Let me explain everything from the beginning. A few months before you found us, one of my men was shot multiple times by raiders. Halen stayed by that knight's side for 2 days straight, without sleep, fighting to keep him alive. But he was on a slow decline. I decided that his suffering needed to end, and ordered Halen to administer an overdose of painkillers, so he could die with dignity. Even though I'm certain she wanted to continue fighting for that knight's life. She injected him without question.
Are you asking me whether or not I approve?
Of course not. I stand by every order I've ever given.
Fair enough.
That soldier was gravely wounded. Even if, by some miracle, he happened to survive, he would have been paralyzed for life. But the decision whether or not to ease that soldier's suffering isn't the point here. The point is what happened later that same evening.
Tell me.
Halen approached me while I was on watch. She didn't say a word, but I could tell something was wrong. After what felt like an eternity, she collapsed into my arms, crying.
Oh.
I didn't know what to do, so I just held her for a while.
Oh.
A few minutes later, she stopped, kissed me on the cheek, and simply said, "Thank you," before heading back into the police station.
Oh.
Right then it hit me. Maybe I pushed her too hard. I ordered her to ignore her instincts, to do something her medical training told her was wrong.
Right.
That's why I'm worried about her. And for that matter, everyone under my command.
That's the thing with Gabe is that, and I think this is something that was always a struggle for Gabe in the military, is in the military you always have to take orders. I mean, that's otherwise there's the argument that if you don't listen to your superior and if you don't take orders from them unquestioningly, then the well-oiled machine that is the military or that is the army, it doesn't work. You know, it's the ongoing balance between, you know, doing what you're told no matter what, even if it goes against your own best, even if it goes completely against your best judgment. You're supposed to always do what your superior tells you. Now, of course, that can also be dangerous because, you know, on one hand, yes, as an army person, as someone who is in the military, you know, you have to work as a team and you have to count on each other that you do what you're supposed to do. Because if you don't, things can get wrong, people can get seriously hurt, or worse, people could get killed, both in your squad, in your team, or the innocent civilians around you. Things can go horribly wrong if you don't take orders. There's a reason why somebody is put in charge, and that person has to be trusted to know what they're doing. And that person is, you know, was given that position because they are supposed to be able to command their soldiers to do what they say. At the same time, there is value in arguing that depending on certain situations, even the highest ranking officers are only human and they can make mistakes. And in the grand scheme of things, they're allowed to make they're allowed to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Mistakes are going to be made. So you try to do with the best. The only thing that those superiors can do is do the best that they can and hope that they're making the right decision, like for everyone, the best possible decision, even if that decision is not necessarily the most popular one. So, but, Gabe is the kind of person who, he's a very moral person, and he probably, one of the things he struggled the most with the military is that unquestioning, I'd like to believe that for the most part, like 99% of the time, every single command that he was given, he was perfectly cool with. Like, he had no major issues with. And even if he did have doubts, it wasn't enough for him to question, his morality or him as a person. But there's always that 1%, I think, that he worries about, where he might have to go against orders because he just doesn't, it just goes completely against everything he believes in and everything that he believes that he was fighting for. And I don't know what those situations necessarily would be. So I think what Dance is trying to say is that it's good as a leader. He shouldn't regret any order that he makes. But at the same time, it's nice to know that he believes that he might have made a mistake on pushing Halen too hard on this. And I think that's also very admirable too. And I think that, Gabe understands that struggle, and he gets it. He understands it because he was on the other side of that fence too. So, yeah. It's you I'm worried about. Halen has an excuse. Really worried about. It's you I'm worried about. Oh.
Halen will be fine. It's you that I'm worried about.
Me? I see what you're getting at. I guess I never thought of it that way. Look, 4 soldiers. Over half of my team are gone. Each one of them died because of decisions that I made.
Yeah.
I understand the risks that come with the job. We all do. But how can anyone have confidence in me anymore? Hell, how can I have confidence in myself?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Would it make you feel better if I told you that I believed in you?
Actually, it does.
Aw.
Well, it looks like things have taken a turn. I signed up to be your sponsor, so I teach you everything that I know. But it looks like I'm the one that needed the lesson today. All joking aside, I'm pleased that we had this discussion. And with all the problems you're facing, you still took the time to listen. It's comforting to know that I can speak to you as more than just your commanding officer.
Oh, yes, I feel the exact same way.
Does this mean you'd be there to hold me if I ever needed it?
I don't know. I never thought you'd ask me something like that. It would depend on the circumstances, but I suppose we'll just have to see what happens when the time comes. Anyway, thanks for letting me get that off my shoulders. I think it's been weighing on me more than I realized.
Oh my gosh.
I'm only sorry you had to see me at my worst instead of at my best.
This is so sweet. Oh my gosh. This is so tough. Oh, between Dance and Preston. Oh my gosh, this is tough. And not even just Dance and Preston, but whoever else is in. Whoever else is also a candidate. Those are just 2 of them.
Changes so much at night.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
Hey, Piper.
Heading my way?
Let me talk to Piper for a bit.
You sure you want to travel with me?
My
I think
BFF.
I could suffer through it.
Let's go.
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
Oh god, it's Piper. Hi, I'll be going.
Save your breath, Deacon. I know exactly what you're gonna say. No comment.
I love that. I love that.
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say. Been
Hey.
too long since I picked a fight. Hungry? These always keep me going.
Your thoughts?
Hard to believe I'm roaming with my own pre-war relic.
I just wanted to check in, make sure things were all right between us.
Things are pretty good from where I'm standing. So long as we're helping people out here, I'm all in.
Nothing else for now.
All right.
It's good to talk to you again, Piper. I've missed you. I've missed you, Piper. Where did Deacon go? Oh, there's Deacon.